Hi everyone. Today we are going to see control statements in Java. So previous we have seen like the operators in Java. So now we are going to see control statements in Java. So what is a control statement? So when you are working with like any programming language, Java, like now we are learning Java, so any programming language there will be a control statements. So here Java compiler executes the code from top to bottom. So the statements in the code. So statement is nothing but the lines, the codes. Okay. For example, if you are having a code like this, int a b and a equal to 10, b equal to 20, like this. If you are having a piece of code, so the statement will execute from top to bottom. So here the statement are executing according to the order in which they appear. So Java provides a statement that can be used to control your flow of the code. So that is what a control flow statement is. So here this is a fundamental feature of programming. So here which is used to execute your code smooth way. Got it? So there are three ways of like we can achieve like the control statement are of three types we can tell. So what are the types? The first type it is like decision statement. Decision statement. And next the second one is like loop statement, and next one is like jump statement. So what all will comes under decision statement, loop statement, jump statement? So decision statement means if statements will comes under decision statement, and switch will comes under decision statement. Looping means it will like while loop, do while loop, for loop, and for each. So this will comes under a loop statement. And when it is coming to jump statement, break and continue will come under jump statement. So we are going to see first how decision statements works, then we can see how loop statement works and where you have to use the jump statement. So here when we are talking about a decision statement, so decision statement has a if statements, right? So here the if statements you can see if itself we can use it in different ways. So what are the ways we can use the if statement? So here you can see if statement used to conditionally execute the block of code based on the specific condition. Okay, so if statements like how all we can use it, like we can use using if else, if, nested if, etc. So the first we can see how this if statement executes. So here you can see if statement means the syntax will be if of condition, and here you have to give the statement. So this is for if statement. And when it is coming for if else statement, if of condition statement, and next else of statement, like this. So here you can see if this is if else, and next one is if else if. So when it is coming for if else if of the same thing, condition statement, else if of condition statement. So this is if else if. Next when it is coming to nested if, it will be like this, if of condition, if this condition, inside this another condition. So this is like nested if. So we can see this one by one how it will work. So when it is coming to a if statement, if of condition is there. So here the condition means is a Boolean expression. So that will return the value either true or false. If this condition is true, then this statement will execute, or it will skip and come out of this. Similar way for if else, if this condition is true, this statement is execute. So else where we will use it, like else will be used in the skipped part. So else, if this is true means this will execute. If this means false means this condition returns false means this is going to execute. Else part is going to execute. This is called if else. And next one is if else if. So if else means in else part, if it is false, again you are going to check some condition means then you can use if else if. So you can give your if condition of statement and here else if condition of statement. So here if this is true, this will execute and it will come out of the the statements, the flow, the loop, the statement will come out of this. If it is false, it will go to the else part. Again, it is going to check the condition if this is true. Only if this is true, it will execute. Else, if it is false, what will happen? It will skip and come out. So, this is what. Okay, so in else part, we are just going to check the condition. Next is nested if. Nested if means what is the meaning is like inside a if, like you can have a if statement within another if statement. That is like a nested if. So where you will use nested if? So it is used to check the multiple level of decision making. Wherever you are using, there you can use your nested if. So we can see now an example for if else, if and nested if. So I am just taking online GDP compiler just to do my code. So here you can see public class main is a class name and I have given public static void main. So now we can see one by one example for this. So using if statement, I am going to give you an example. For example, I am declaring int x is equal to 10. So if I am declaring int x is equal to 10, x will be assigned a value 10. So now if I am checking the condition, if x is greater than 0. Okay. So here I am just going to give system.out.println of. So I am just going to give x is not x is greater than. So here when I am executing this code, what will happen is like this. Anyway, I said Java compiler execute the code top to bottom. So when it is coming here, it will check x is equal to 10. Next, so x here what it will happen is like in this place. So it will be compared. So what it will be compared? 10 is greater than 0. So 10 is yes greater than 0. So here our condition becomes true. So when it is becoming true, this block is going to execute. Only if this is true, this block is execute. So now I am just running this code. You can see the output. We will be getting x is greater than 0. Now else. So here if it is greater than 0, this is going to execute. And next I am just adding else part. So else means you can see if this is false means only this will execute. So if it is want to become false, what I should do? So just I should make this value as 0. Okay. So if it is 0, I am not giving else part. So okay. If I am not giving the else part, we can see what it will happen. Just I am removing the else part and giving 0. So the console will not give any output because in else part it is skipped. If it is not true, it will come out and come out of the program. But if you are given some else part here, at that time what it will happen is like it will just print if this is equal to 0. So you can see here. Now I have changed the x value. I am just going to execute it. So now I will be getting an result like 0. Because of I am not given semicolon, it is given me this. So whenever you are writing a code, basic syntax you should write it correct. So equal to 0 it is. Okay. So now this is else but 0. And now I am just giving x is greater than 10 I am just giving, and here the value 2 I am giving. So I am going to include here if else if. So in else statement, so only if it is greater than 10 it will execute. My number is 2. So here x is less than 5 I am just giving. So if it is greater than 10 or less than 5. So if it is less than 5, it should print here less than 5. So this is if else if. Okay. So now if I am executing this, first x is equal to 2. So here it will come 2 is greater than 10. No, it will come to else part. In else part again there is some if. So 2 is less than 5. Yes. So less than 5 will execute. Okay. So you can see the output. It will give you less than 5. So something value I am changing to 6. Now what will be the output? 6 is greater than 10? No, it will come to else part. 6 is less than 5? No, it is greater than 5. So we will not get any output. We will be getting the empty. Clear? Now you can see here, just I am giving after this if you can give the else part, if followed by else. So here if you are giving some code, it will execute. The value is not greater than 10 or equal to 5. So you can give like this. So if you are executing, now it is not greater than 5, not less than 5. So it's just default, this else part is going to execute. So this is called as a nested, this is called as if else. Okay, you can use this for multiple condition statements. Okay, so this is what the if statements will be. Next we can just see nested if. So nested if I have said it is used for multiple conditions. So similar way, I think you understand this program. So nested if, like similarly, I'm just removing this. So what I am going to give, if x is greater than 10, and again inside this I am just giving x is greater than 10 and greater than 50. Means you have to print this is the largest number. Even with this you can also include the if else. Okay, that is according to the logic you can include. So just I am giving one value like 600. So 600 is greater than 10 and greater than 50 or 60. So here you can see first I missed the curly bracket, so it is getting error. So you can see x is greater than 10. So x is greater than 10. Yes, 60 is greater than 10. So only it will come to inside. So if it is true means only it will come inside this. After that it is going to check 60 is greater than 50. Yes. So here also this becomes true. So it is printing x's. Sometime if I am giving less than. Okay, 60 is less than 10. So now what output you will get? No output, because 60 is less than 10. No, it is not less than 10. This will become what? this will become false at this time. So it will not enter inside and it will not check the condition and it will come directly outside, skip. So what is the meaning of it? Nested if means if the outer if gets true means only inner if will execute. If outer itself false means it will not get inside the inner if. I hope you understand the decision statement using if. So this if else you can use it in any combinations. Okay, so according to the logic for checking the multiple conditions, you can implement the if else in your code, if statements in your codes. Thank you.